Here's the ECHL weather forecast. There's a 70% chance of playoff activity in Central Florida. It looks like clear skies when it comes to labor issues. And there's a chance for a record high in South Carolina. Now that it's spring, all's right with the world because it's time for another ECHL week.
Hi, welcome to another edition of ECHL Week. This time we come to you from the Santander Arena in Reading, Pennsylvania, home of the Reading Royals. It's getting very close to Kelly Cup playoff time. Let's get the show started. The Orlando Solar Bears are one of the teams who are close to clinching a postseason berth. They have a single-digit magic number for earning a spot in the Kelly Cup playoffs. Here's our Tia Priest with more.
The Bears are looking forward to their fourth postseason berth in the last 5 seasons. Associate coach John Snowden talks about using the end of the regular season to prepare for the playoffs.
It just gets you into the grind of the playoff series. It's a 7-game series. Every game's a battle right now. Every game we have to compete to make sure we get our spot in the playoffs, and that's what the playoffs is all about. It's a 1-game series after that.
Captain Sean Zimmerman knows what to expect. He was a member of the Kelly Cup champion Colorado Eagles last season.
We've kind of picked it up as of late. I think that's been part of it. Once we get to playoffs, it's a totally different intensity. So kind of getting that preparation now, I think will serve us good.
Team leading scorer Hunter Fegis, who joined the Bears after a mid-season trade from Wheeling, gives his opinion on where Orlando still needs to improve.
I think we just got to bear down on our chances. I think we need to be more physical as a team and get pucks in, and rather than trying to be this fancy team that plays with mostly skill, we need to just play a hard-nosed, kind of bull in the china shop kind of way.
Longtime Solar Bear Eric Byer has come out of retirement to help Orlando make a run at the playoffs. He talks challenges he's faced since hanging up the skates.
It's just been a lot different training, I guess, off the ice. It's a lot more explosive oriented, a lot more speed oriented, just to keep up, keep my feet moving, keep my endurance up where you can push that hard for 45-second shift. And everybody's playing with speed. That's the name of the game now. Everybody's chipping and forechecking hard, so I got to be back first to the puck and beat these forwards coming back on me.
As Orlando enters the home stretch, it's clear they're ready to battle it out and do whatever it takes to earn wins in the remaining contests. In Estero, Florida, I'm Tia Priest with ECHL Week.
A new labor deal is reached, plus more news from around the league. Next on ECHL Week.
NHL players have amazing talent, and some of the very best developed right here in the ECHL.
Beagles in, he scores!
Now, follow all your favorite ECHL alumni every night on NHL Network's primetime hockey show, NHL Tonight.
Both teams recognize how big this matchup is.
Fire save by Dubin, rebound! Goosebump stuff.
NHL Tonight, every night 6 Eastern on NHL Network.
Of your Fort Wayne Comets, and you are watching ECHL Week.
If you come to a game in Reading, make sure to check out the Berks County chapter of the Pennsylvania Sports Hall of Fame. Some very notable athletes, some remarkable accomplishments in the athletic world are remembered here. Now let's take a look at our news from around the ECHL. The Professional Hockey Players Association and ECHL have approved a new 5-year collective bargaining agreement. The deal, effective through June 30th, 2023, has been ratified by the players and approved by the league's Board of Governors. The new CBA includes enhancements to the reserve system as it relates to veteran players, housing and travel reimbursement provisions, basic medical benefits for players and their families, as well as increases to the salary cap and per diem. We feel this is a fair deal which addressed the needs of the players and allows for cost certainty for our owners over the next 5 seasons, said ECHL Commissioner Brian McKenna. The players advised us of the areas within the CBA most important to them, and we feel this deal addresses those issues, said PHPA Executive Director Larry Landon. The PHPA is the collective bargaining representative for over 1,600 players across all 57 teams in the ECHL and the American Hockey League. The South Carolina Stingrays and Washington Capitals have extended their affiliation agreement through the 2019-20 season. The Stingrays are a first-class organization and have been a great affiliate for our young players over the last several seasons, said Washington Senior Vice President and General Manager Brian McClellan. Said Stingrays President Rob Concannon, "We appreciate the Capitals having confidence in us to work with and develop their prospects throughout the season." South Carolina is in its 25th season in the ECHL and has been affiliated with the Capitals for 12 of those seasons. 5 players who have skated for the Capitals this season have played in the ECHL. Speaking of the Stingrays, when they defeated Orlando in a shootout on Wednesday night, they became the second ECHL team to reach 1,000 victories. The Wheeling organization, which began in Carolina as the Thunderbirds in the ECHL's first season and moved to West Virginia in 1992, is the other. The Atlanta Gladiators have changed ownership groups. A firm controlled by P. Daniel Orlick has taken over the club. After 15 years as majority owner of the Gladiators, it's time to take the organization to another level. Mr. Daniel Orlick has that ability, previous owner Toby Jeffries said. Orlick has a background in professional sports. The Vienna, Virginia native owned the Edmonton Cracker Cats of the Northern League, an independent baseball league, from 2005 through 2008. Toby has poured his heart and pocketbook into the Gladiators to bring wholesome family evenings and a nationally competitive team to this community and arena, Orlick said. It is my objective to see the Gladiators grow well beyond the foundation that has been built by Toby and his partners.
A Central Division highlight game. Plus, we hear from a Mountain Division announcer on our Voices feature. All when ECHL Week continues.
Hi, my name is Ian Walsh and I've been a National Hockey League referee for the past 19 years. Growing up in Philadelphia, I worked a lot of youth games here in New Jersey and in Pennsylvania. Today's aspiring officials are faced with many challenges, from individual safety to spectator abuse, and it has caused a shortage of officials in every sport. We can all be part of the solution to change that environment so that officials can do their job in keeping the game fun and safe for everyone. If you're interested in becoming a USA Hockey official, visit our website at aaharest.org for information on how to get started.
Hi, I'm Willie Raskob of the Quad City Mallards, and you're watching ECHL Week.
Time to check out our highlight game of the week.
Alvin press on the move, set center, crossing the tomato line, sets it up right ward. Brzezinski now cross ice. Top of the slapper, Shava with a shot, he scores! Shava, and away we go! Francis Bibb on the power play. Now from center circle, Matt Rupert over the field line. Ryan Rupert with a shot, he scores! Ryan Rupert! Boom shakalaka! Boom shakalaka! Puck in behind the goal, left wing corner control by Ryan Rupert. Right in front for Ryan Rupert! Matt Rupert to Ryan Rupert with a shot, he scores! Ryan Rupert! Sunk it in the pocket! Center point by Wachowski. Top of the spot for Gilbrick, right in front for Burns with a shot, he scores! Behind the go and Sweeney lost control to Barnes, right point for Reno. The shot deflected, scores! Swaggers his way through center, Nagel makes the beeline of the bench, over the field line, right corner for Barnes, centering it right in front, and back to the crease for Bonus with a shot, he scores! Bounces back on the blades of left point for Bonus. Left circle for Barnes, shot, what a save by Tompkins, the rebound in front, and Bonus scores. Kyle Bonus wins it in overtime for Toledo, 4-3.
Hi, I'm Chris Lanko of your Worcester Railers, and you're watching ECHL Week.
Voices of the ECHL. Today, Jason Miles of the Wichita Thunder. What are your duties in addition to announcing?
I can't even name all the things I take care of, not only on top of calling the games. I run our website, I handle social media, take care of the video highlights on our New Lion app, I also have sales responsibilities on top of that. And then there's other things like you said, helping out the coaching staff off the ice. So whatever they need me to do, I do my best to take care of.
Have a humorous story about your broadcasting career?
Back in the Central Hockey League days, we were playing the Rio Grande Valley Killer Bees. And in Wichita, for the broadcaster, there was a tradition of people bringing up peanut M&Ms as good luck for the playoffs. So every playoff game, we'd have one person bring somebody peanut M&Ms. Well, we were playing Rio Grande Valley, which is down in southern Texas, and we didn't have fans going to the game, so they gave me a huge bag, and I brought it in the rink, and I was told, put it on your table. And one of the players who was a scratch for Rio Grande Valley was hanging out in the press box area by the Killer Bees broadcaster. And during the middle of the game, he comes walking past my table, grabs the bag while I'm on the air, and starts walking off. And in the middle of the broadcast, I said, "Bring those blanket M&Ms back." And I wasn't even thinking. And I'm on the air, and I said, "Oops, I better go to a timeout."
What's most enjoyable about your job?
Being able to go all around to these different cities, seeing the different venues, meeting the fans of the different teams, and then of course, being around the game of hockey. Hockey's always been my first passion. I always wanted to be able to get to the NHL someday, but I really enjoy the venues and the teams in this league, and you make a lot of really good friends away from the ice. In fact, when we were in Vegas at league meetings, we had a broadcaster powwow after the meetings where we all hung out at the bar, and that was a lot of fun.
That wraps up another edition of ECHL Week from Reading, Pennsylvania. Thanks for watching. Make sure to follow us on all our social media channels. Keep up to date on everything that's going on in the ECHL. Plus, if you follow us on Twitter, keep your eyes open. We're getting close to a milestone in terms of followers, and when we get there might be some prizes involved. See you next time.